What's up guys, my name is Vihan Fernando and today we are finally doing the GoPro review. So let's hit that intro. Okay, so I've been using the GoPro for about a month now and I think I'm pretty much familiar with most of the settings. There's a video mode, a photo mode, and also there's a mode for time lapses where you can choose between hyperlapses, time lapse, time warp, and there's something else that I can't quite remember. There's also a pretty amazing feature where you can connect your GoPro to your smartphone and use it as the display so that it's actually bigger and you can see what you're doing compared to relying on the GoPro screen, which is really small. The video mode supports 4K at 60 frames per second. You can also go into slow-mo such as 120 frames per second and 240 frames per second, but for 120 frames per second you need to drop the quality down to 2.7K, and for 240 frames per second you have to drop the quality down to 1080p. For both these options though, hyper smooth stabilization is not available. In both the video mode and the photo mode you can actually control your settings, such as when you are shooting in manual mode in a normal camera. You can also put it into automatic settings, but I think the quality gets better when you actually tune it down and use your own settings. What I like to do is I like to drop down the ISO so that it doesn't go above 800 or above 400, because sometimes if it's a dark scenario it tends to go up a lot and that adds grain to your videos and photos. So that's a really good feature when it comes to controlling how the camera works. So these are some of the major features of the GoPro Hero 7 Black. There are many more features such as voice control and stuff that I didn't go in depth into, but you can explore those yourself. I just touched down on the main features that you need to shoot a video or take a photograph. Performance wise, I think the quality is insanely good. I've used 1080p, 2.7K and 4K, and also there's another thing where you can actually crop the image up to 4:3 and the other one is 16:9, I guess. I feel that 16:9 is more suitable for YouTube videos and stuff because of the wider, it's pretty much wider. So there's that, and also in the cropped version it doesn't support hyper smooth stabilization when it comes to 2.7K and 4K. The only point that I noticed that there is a significant quality drop is when during bad lighting conditions, so that causes the quality to drop a lot. There's a lot of grain in your videos, so I think the GoPro is best suited for well lit conditions such as outdoors or inside where you can actually get some lighting of your own or use some window light like this. Apart from that, I don't think I had much problems quality wise. One of the main things that tends to be a bother is that the battery life is really low. It's about 1 hour if you're shooting at 4K, so always remember to take extra batteries and also extra memory cards, as shooting in 4K takes up a lot of space. So always take extra memory cards and extra batteries. You only get one when you buy the GoPro. As far as hypersmooth stabilization is concerned, I think it works amazingly well. This video clip, you should be able to see it right now. I mounted the GoPro on top of the car and we are going down a really bumpy road at about 40 kilometers per hour, I guess. I can't remember the speed. This was a long time ago. Anyways, so the road is really bumpy, but I can see absolutely no shaking in the footage. I haven't used warp stabilizer. This is just the hyper smooth stabilization from the camera itself. So far it hasn't disappointed me in any ways. So from my experience in using the GoPro for the past month, I think one of the main advantages are that it is really small and you can actually pack all of its accessories into a very small case, so you can take it almost anywhere without having to bring a huge camera bag with your DSLR, tripods and everything. And also it costs like about $300 to $400, so it's affordable compared to buying a full-scale DSLR camera. And I think you can do a really good job with the GoPro. There are of course limitations compared to what you can do with the DSLR, but I think for someone who is into sports and recording and making videos of those, or who's into going out on traveling and want to make videos about them or vlogs, I think it's a pretty much good camera. The audio quality is amazing, especially in the GoPro Hero 7. I've heard that it's bad. It was really bad before that. I've never had the earlier versions of the GoPro, so I'm not sure of that, but in the GoPro Hero 7 the quality is amazing. You can actually vlog with it. So it's been about 3 weeks since I shot the rest of this video. I'm shooting right now on the GoPro so that you can actually get an idea on how the audio sounds. Anyways, I've been using the GoPro a lot in 4K 30 frames per second in the past few weeks, and I noticed that the battery dies very fast. So if you go out on a road trip, even a one-day trip, you will need multiple batteries. So I think you should have at least one battery and one charger so that you can charge one battery while you're using the GoPro with the other battery. Then when it dies, you can charge that battery and swap it around and keep doing that. But I think it's ideal if you have at least 3 batteries, but one battery can help. Anyways, so make sure you always take extra batteries and extra memory cards. So that's pretty much about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you learned something from it. Please like and subscribe, and see you on my next video.